I was at my boyfriend's family reunion when everyone begged me to sleep with his brother, so I did. My boyfriend Lustig and I had been dating for 4 years when I asked why I'd never met his family. Trust me, after my ex, that's never happening again, he'd always say. But then his mom called about their annual barbecue. I heard her over the phone. Why are you still hung up on that? Just bring her already. We need to meet her. The whole drive there, he kept muttering about his psycho family and how they would probably ruin everything again. His aunt opened the door and her whole face just fell apart. Oh my gosh, you actually came, she gasped, then slapped both hands over her mouth like she said something she shouldn't have. Over her shoulder, I saw his mom rushing toward us. Oh, hey, she introduced herself, then immediately diverted the conversation. Lustig's brother Stefan is here too, she said, way too bright, way too loud. You two should meet. Mom, stop, Lustig snapped, his jaw clenched so tight I thought his teeth might crack. Every single conversation stopped when we walked towards the backyard. Lustig's brother especially stared at me in shock. You must be, Stefan started. She doesn't need to meet everyone, Lustig interrupted him, his voice sharp enough to cut glass. But his mom literally pushed Lustig aside. Come sit, sweetheart, right here next to Stefan. You two have so much in common. Lustig's hand on my thigh kept getting tighter with every word they said about Stefan. I need a beer, Lustig announced. But when he tried to pull me up with him, Stefan stood too. Why don't you help me get the beers? Stefan asked me, but it wasn't really a question. Then he turned to Lustig. Mom needs help with something, stay here. She doesn't need to help with poop. Lustig snarled. But his dad suddenly appeared. Lustig, come look at my new car. His dad's voice had this edge that made it clear this wasn't optional. In the kitchen, Stefan handed me a knife and cutting board, but didn't give me anything to cut. He just stood there, looking at me like I was a math problem he couldn't solve. Your family's intense, I said, trying to break the weird tension. I'm sorry about them, he said quietly. They mean well. They want. He stopped, shaking his head. Before he could finish, Lustig stormed in. We're leaving. We just got here. Now. But his mom blocked the doorway. You're not going anywhere. Not until, she looked at me, then at Stefan, and something passed between them that I didn't understand. Not until after dinner. The rest of the afternoon was like watching a car crash in slow motion. His sister got drunk and at one point grabbed my face and said, just kiss Stefan already. We're all thinking it. Finally, Lustig took my wrist and dragged me toward a corner of the yard. We're leaving. Now. My family's trying to. That's when Stefan exploded. Enough. The entire yard went silent. She deserves to know that she could do better, his mom started. No. Stefan cut her off. She deserves to know the truth. Right now. His mom went white. Stefan, you just found out today you don't understand. I understand enough. He turned to his sister. Get my laptop. Stefan, please, his mom begged. We were trying to handle this delicately. By trying to get her to leave him for me instead of just telling her what Lustig did, he stopped, running his hands through his hair. Get the laptop. Lustig tried to grab me again, but his own father held him back. You did this to yourself, his dad said quietly. When the laptop appeared, Stefan's hands were shaking so bad he could barely type. My brain couldn't process what I was seeing at first. He scrolled through dozens of clips of me, in my bedroom, in my shower, during intimate moments with Lustig that I thought were private, all uploaded onto Pornhub, all paired with the most disgusting titles I'd ever seen. Pathetic girlfriend doesn't know she's worthless. Stupid beach thinks she matters. My knees gave out, but Stefan caught me, held me up while I stared at years of violation, organized by the likes and comments. I only found out today, Stefan said, his voice breaking. Mom called me this morning. They thought if they could just get you to leave him for someone else, you'd never have to know. He clicked another file, one on Google Drive. Lustig's drunk voice filled the yard. F you guys. She'd never leave me for Stefan. I've made sure of that. I trained her to think she's worthless. She actually believes she's lucky to have me. I'm selling her ass online and she's too stupid to know. Stefan held my hair back while I vomited. Lustig was already walking away towards his car, but his family, especially his dad, didn't plan on letting him walk so easily. Full story on channel, link below.